I'm Emily Epp, Manager of Communications here at the Cariboo Regional District. We just wanted to give you a bit of a tour and explanation of what an Emergency Operations Center is. So here we are in our Cariboo Regional District Emergency Operations Center. We're based and set up here in our CRD boardroom in Williams Lake. So just a bit of an explanation. Whenever an emergency happens, local governments, including the provincial government, activates Emergency Operations Center, for short, that's EOC. To help coordinate the response. And there's different levels of EOCs depending on the emergency. So if it was a really small emergency, you wouldn't see this many people here, but because it's been going on for so long, we do have a lot of support helping us out. Our system is based on the Incident Command System, which is an internationally used system that brings a consistent approach across emergency response. So that's why we can bring in extra support from places all around BC. That's why the Cariboo Fire Centre can bring in extra support from other provinces and even around the world because we all use the same system, which means we can all be more coordinated in our emergency response. So around the room, you'll see a lot of different information on the walls, including some maps showing fire perimeter data, evacuation orders and alerts. We've got satellite images of fire activity on the wall. We've got contact info for organizations. As well as the news, just to help us stay up to date. And then filling the seats, we've got a variety of different roles, and we all wear colored vests so that we all know what section they're a part of. So we have our EOC director section. They wear green, and they're responsible for the overall management and running of the emergency operations section. Under their section falls the public information and as well as our agency liaisons, which we'll touch on following. In gray, we have finance, and they keep track of all of the financial things, making sure that people get paid and everything is tracked. In logistics section wears a yellow vest, and they are the getters of everything. They get all the gear, food, people, and materials that we need. After that, we have operations. They help coordinate all our operations in support of the emergency response, such as helping to coordinate with volunteer fire departments, and they also do a lot with our permitting. In blue, we have planning section, and they collect and evaluate all the information. They keep track of all our records, and they sort of do our forward planning. So they think through the what ifs and help us have a plan in place. Over in our section over here, we also have public information, and that's my job as well as my team. We help keep you guys informed. Also around the room, we have all our agency liaisons. So right now, we have liaisons including First Nations liaison. We have a liaison with the Cariboo Fire Centre, Ministry of Transportation. We have RCMP liaisons. We have Ministry of Agriculture representatives, BC Cattlemen's representatives, and Interior Health. And through the scope of this emergency, we've also had a lot of different other agencies helping us out, keeping those connections and lines of communication open between us and their agency, including Red Cross, Fortis BC, Spectra, CN Rail, Ministry of Environment, Central Cariboo Search and Rescue, and many others.